All right, everybody, welcome to tonight's team call. So excited to see all your beautiful faces. I love being together. I reached out to my good friend, Joe. Well, Joe, you're part of our family. You know that. I reached out to him the other day and I said, I'd love to have you on a team call, but I have to tell you our history in the business and how and why we're so close. I respect Joe so much. I think he is such an amazing person, always full of life. You always have a smile on your face. You're always the first person to help others. You're a servant leader, Joe. You really are. Okay. Oop, there's my alarm. When he was trying to reach Pro 7, I'll never forget. Now, we're not on the same team. Okay. We're Team Life Vantage, but we're cross line. And Tim and I called and said, hey, how close are you? He said, I'm really close. We jumped in our car, went to his house, sat down around his kitchen table with him and Chelsea, and we worked till he could hit that rank of Pro 7 that he so much deserved. But this is how amazing he is. That night, when it was time for us to finally wind down after our glass of wine and to go to sleep, do you know he offered their master bedroom to Tim and I? That's the kind of guy he is. Gave up their bedroom for Tim and I to sleep. They took the spare bedroom and I went, man, he is one of a kind. Sonny, you've never done that. I slept at your house many times. He's never given up that master bedroom. I'm just picking on you, Sonny. But Joe is a guy, he always speaks about posture. That's his belief, not only in our products, the company, but himself. And he just shines. He really does. When he first got in, he'll tell you his story. He was enrolling like crazy. Now he's doing it again. And I'll never forget, last month we were on an elite call and I heard his name. Kristen Cunningham said, shout out to Joe Elizalde for enrolling elite distributors. And I went, he's on a mission. He's on a second run. His energy is sky high. So Joe, tell us your story. Tell us what you're doing. We know what you're doing. We know what we have to do. Trust me, we do. But I want to hear it from you. Tell us what we should be doing every month, what our goals should be. You take it away. Everybody, Joe Elizalde, Pro 7. I love you. I love you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Tori, let me just start out by saying I am beyond honored to be on this call, and I've been excited all day. My palms are sweaty just being on this call because of the excitement. Thank you to each and every one of you that's on the call today and taking a few minutes of your time. If I've met you before, it's great to see you again. I can't wait to see you in person, give you a big LV hug and fellowship with you. If I haven't met you, then I can't wait to meet you. If you are on this call, it's because you are the right type of person, the kind of person that we want to be around, the kind of person that Life Vantage needs, right? And I can't wait to meet you. So again, Tori, Tim, thank you. I forgot all about giving you the master bedroom. I didn't even remember that. That's such a great memory. But I do remember you coming to the house to help us out. And I need to tell you folks, she didn't mention this. I lived in Ocean Springs, Mississippi. They live in Houma, Louisiana. Now that's 4 or 5 hours easy, okay, that they drove just to come help me and my family get to where we wanted to be. And that's something that you put a price on. Absolutely cannot put a price on that. And sometimes people wonder why it is they decided to join Life Vantage. And I think now more than ever, especially after the hurricane down in South Louisiana and several different things, what I realized was this: Life Vantage and this opportunity and your decision, if you're on this call, you made a decision, right? Your decision, it was bigger than just the product. Folks, it was bigger than just the opportunity. This is bigger than all of us. And if you're a part of this, understand how special it is that you get a little piece, right? That you're a part of this. This is life changing. And let me explain to you why. And I need you to kind of know where I'm coming from so that you'll understand why it is I'm going to push what I'm going to push today. Okay. When Tim and Tori came out to Ocean Springs, you're talking about at that time, I was basically coming off of being a single dad with custody of my children. And I had a construction company and a restaurant. Now, I live in Mississippi. That's not where I'm originally from. My family is from Texas. So I had no family there. So I'm doing all this on my own. I'm trying to run two companies and I'm trying to raise two kids. Let me tell you, that was a really, really difficult time in my life. And people ask me today, how did you do it, Joe? Like, how did you do all of it? Right. Well, I can only tell you that God absolutely helped me. I didn't do it myself. I woke up in the morning and you just do what you need to do. Right. But I will tell you this. My prayer was I'm praying for something to come into my lap, something that will give me some breathing room. Right. At that time, I'm a 35-year-old man who couldn't breathe. Okay. I could not get a breath because I felt so stressed out, so unhealthy, and so overwhelmed. Well, in comes LifeVantage and in comes people like Tim and Tori that selflessly, okay, decided, and they didn't have to help me. They wanted to help me. And that's when I realized this is something special, folks. And because they helped me, it's now enabled us to have options that we didn't have before, right? I'm now a pretty much stay-at-home dad. Do we own businesses? Yeah, we still do. And we can now because we're not worried about paying our bills because LifeVantage, we built LifeVantage to take care of that, right? So thank you once again to not only Tim and Tori, but the rest of the distributors. Thank you to each and every one of you because you make a difference every day in our lives. Every day that you believe in yourself, help someone else believe in themselves. So with that, I just want to say, guys, I think there's several things when it comes to building this business. I don't know how long the folks on this call have been involved in LifeVantage, but I will tell you, whether you've been in for 2 weeks, whether you've been in for 10 years, in January 12th of 2012 is when we joined. So this January will be 10 years, our 10-year anniversary. And I'm on a mission right now because there is a goal that I have to reach on that anniversary. And I'm going to tell you, if you're listening to me now, you're going to be able to celebrate with us then because we are going to hit that goal that we have. So with that, let me just tell you that what's going to happen, like what happened to me was a roller coaster ride. It was absolutely a roller coaster ride. We joined this business 30 days later, folks, I hit Pro 5. I didn't know what Pro 5 was. You couldn't have told me what Pro 5 was. I had no idea. My upline called me, said, you hit Pro 5. And my question was, what's that? I have no idea what that is. All I knew is that I had an opportunity in my hands. And I knew this opportunity could help someone. I absolutely believe that. Now, could I pronounce, superoxide dismutase catalase glutathione? No, I couldn't pronounce that stuff. I didn't know how to explain everything. And I think that's what helped me have an early success. I was completely the messenger, guys. I wasn't trying to say too much. And it was out of ignorance. I didn't really know too much. I just had a really good feeling. I knew I was a part of something special. And what I did was I created all out massive action. And we talked about this during Global. You heard it, right? The little things, right? All the little things that I was doing on a daily basis started to compound themselves. And never in a million years would I have imagined that compounding within 30 days would lead to me having Pro 5 volume. Blew my mind. I couldn't believe it. But because I did that, I eventually created enough momentum to where it turned into Pro 6 the next month after that. Now, obviously, I had all this success. We were growing exponentially, but I didn't know why. I just knew what I felt inside, and that was the passion for sharing what we have. And I know this today. If you don't share what you have, right? If you're not sharing on a daily basis with someone, at least one person, you're doing them a disservice, right? Shame on us if we're not sharing it with people because we understand the enormity of what we have in our hands. So after that run and that massive success, right, which everyone looks at as, wow, how did he do that? Well, one, I didn't know how I did it at the time. Today, I can tell you it was just about the small things that I was doing consistently on a daily basis. It didn't seem like much at the time, but after that 30-day run, right, it blew up. Now, we then went into management mode, which you've heard probably if you've been in this organization or in this industry before, you've heard of management mode. And that's when you basically, and it's not your fault. I will tell you that. And it wasn't my fault because I didn't know better at the time, but I really focused on helping everyone else, which is great. It's great. There's nothing wrong with that. Are you kidding me? That's being a good human being, right? That's being a good person and a good friend. Here's the problem with that. The best way for you to have success and to inspire and to motivate other people is to lead. Whether you believe you're a leader or not, I'm going to tell you right now, and this is where the posture comes into play. You were not put here to be a follower. You are absolutely a leader, whether it's a leader in your home, whether it's a leader at your business, a leader at work, whatever it is, right? A leader in your own mind, you are a leader. So what happens is in LifeVantage, people want to be inspired and motivated by other leaders, right? Regardless of your rank. This has nothing to do with your rank or your volume or your paycheck, because I have people that I consider leaders in LifeVantage that are new distributors, that are Pro 1s and Pro 2s and premier distributors. They are leaders in my opinion and in my eyes, and I want to follow what they're doing. I want to investigate, their strategies and their techniques and listen to them because I understand they're leading, and we can always learn from everyone, right? So with that, management mode is again going to only hinder your growth, right? So it's very important. Absolutely every day, you want to check on your team. You want to check on your business partners. You want to make sure that they have the resources, tools, and more than anything, the inspiration and support that they need. We all need that, okay? But you need to also motivate and inspire them by actually doing something yourself. Action, at the end of the day, is the way that we grow our business, that we grow ourselves personally, and that we grow this company. And let me tell you why it's so important for me. It's such a personal thing to me to make sure that LifeVantage is successful. And I don't mean just me or just the elites or just corporate. I mean LifeVantage in general as a whole. Every person on this call, every person in this company. Reason being, if we don't take care of LifeVantage, our businesses, right? If we don't take care of our individual businesses and we don't do those little things every single day that will compound and turn into ripples that continue to grow and touch people and make a difference. If we don't continue to do that, guess what happens, folks? And I don't know if you've ever thought of it this way, but what happens is there will be no LifeVantage. There will be no publicly traded company. And when there's no publicly traded company, when there's no LifeVantage, there's no product. And when there's no product, everyone on this call that's had some sort of positive benefit for themselves or someone that they know, love, and care about will no longer get that benefit. Have you ever thought of it that way, guys? I did. When I thought about my dad, when he was still with us, and his Parkinson's, and I thought about the quality of life, right, that he had. And I thought about all the other people that we've shared, our amazing products with. And I thought about, what if we didn't really go build this thing? LifeVantage would disappear, and the people that I loved and cared about the most would no longer benefit, right, in a positive way from the products. So it became a mission of ours. So it had to be a small mindset shift, a reminder why it is I was doing this in order for me to continue to go through the rejections and the no's. Listen, every person on this call right now, you're getting your butt kicked. Every person, I know it. It's a fact. We're all getting our butts kicked every single day. Trust me. And a lot of times it's from the people that we care about the most, right? It's the people that we want them to know about this the most. It's the neighbor that I love this guy and I really want him to get it, but he just doesn't get it, right? And then I go home and I'm frustrated because I'm like, geez, if he only would get it, right? We would be great, right? He would be great. This could change his life. This could benefit his family. But you can't let that hold you back, right? So you have to remember that, okay, I have to take, regardless of what they're thinking, regardless of what's happening, regardless of the result. You've heard this a million times, right? I may say this a little different, but you've heard it a million times. And let me explain what I mean by this statement. What I learned to do was emotionally, and it's just temporarily now. This is a temporary thing because I know you are all really good people and you have big hearts, right? But when you're making that call, when you're talking to that person, you have to emotionally disconnect yourself from the outcome, from the result, so that it doesn't hurt as bad. Because I'm going to tell you, and I know you agree with me, it hurts. It hurts when people don't get it, right? Because you care so much. We care. If you're part of LifeVantage, you care about people. That I know, 100%, right? So I emotionally detach myself temporarily, right, from the result, whatever that result. Then afterwards, hey, I bring my emotions back into it and I love on the person regardless of the result. Okay, that has helped me tremendously in this business, and really it's helped me, for years now. So again, obviously I have to remind myself, why it is I'm doing what I'm doing. And I'll give you one more tip before I move on to this topic. The one other tip I want to give you is that if knowing that if there's no LifeVantage, there will be no product. If that's not enough for you, all right, if that's not enough, if that doesn't hit home, which is okay, that's okay, it's understandable. I want you to write down 3 names of the people that you care about the most. Okay, the people that you care about the most: your parents, your kids, your wife, your husband, whatever, your aunt, uncle, I don't know, whoever it is, the people that you care about the most. I'm talking, you would do anything for these folks. Okay, I want you to write their name down, and I want you to put that somewhere where you can see it on a daily basis. Okay, because today, right now, and I should have got it, and I might run and get it before I'm done, but in my garage, which I've turned into like a gym / play area for my baby girl, okay, I have a TV in there, and it's where I work out in the mornings, and I have written down, it's not 3 names, it's actually 4 names, and a small name at the bottom corner. It says mom on the bottom, but I'm going to show you that. But I had to write that down because I had to really remind myself why it is I'm doing what I'm doing, and why it is that goal that I have for January of next year, right? Why that goal is going to happen, why that goal is going to come true, why I'm fighting for that goal, and why no one in this world can stop me from reaching it. Okay, so whatever it is that can get you so hyped up, so excited, right? Whatever that is, well, whatever excitement looks like for you, okay? I know I'm pretty over the top, but whatever that looks like for you, I need you to write that down, okay? So that you can remind yourself every single day. And guess what, guys? Doing what I'm doing, and this is my goal. See if you don't have a different dynamic when it comes to building this business tomorrow, right? After you hold yourself accountable and your family, who you love and care about, hold you accountable. So, okay, enough of that. Now, this is what I want to talk to you about. Tori mentioned that there's a new excitement, a new phase in our business, and there is. Okay, and I'm not talking about the company or the products, because that's always growing. That's ever changing and morphing and growing and getting better. It's just unreal how it continues to get better. It blows my mind. Like, really, can it get any better? And then we have an event and it gets better. It blows me away. But what I want to talk about is how it's getting better individually within our organizations, our own businesses, right? So for us personally, what we did was we decided, we've been here almost 10 years. Okay. Number one, we owe it to ourselves. We've busted our butts. We've worked hard. We've helped a lot of folks. We haven't come this far just to come this far. I'm going to tell you on the call, you have not come this far. just to settle for where you're at. Are you kidding me? You deserve everything that LifeVantage has to offer. And actually, it's there. You just have to go get it. That's it. You just have to go get it. It's waiting for you. It's waiting for each and every one of you, right? So, what is one of those small things that we can do right now to make sure that we reach that momentum, that point where all the small things start to compound and actually take some big change, right, in your business? Well, one of those things obviously is for you to do the actions that will enable you to qualify for the bonus pools. Are you kidding me? How many folks here have taken a dip into the pool? Look, that was never, when this whole incentive, right, bonus pool incentive, when it started running, I didn't think much of it. That's the God's honest truth. I didn't think much of it. I really didn't. I'm like, well, there's all kinds of incentives, and I'm doing my thing, and I have this strategy, and blah blah blah. And then we had the app, and hey, use the app, and I just really, I was a little hard headed because that's who I am, right? And I just, human nature is you just want to do what's comfortable. So I just said, you know what? Today I'm going to get uncomfortable. Today I'm going to use the app like never before. Today I'm going to, find out what I need to do to qualify for this bonus pool. And then what happened was we actually started qualifying for it. and here's the deal. All I had to do was what I was supposed to be doing in the first place, which was going out and doing the little things, going out and using ITT. Are you kidding me? It's never been easier. You invite Tool Team, like, come on, folks, we can do that. And now with the newest products that we have, the new flavors of Axio, and now the Icy Bright, the testimonies on this Icy Bright alone should have you running and telling folks, wow, I don't even have any, but I'm sharing the testimonies that my friends and people that I know personally are having. I'm like, wow, wait a minute. And my wife told me, she says, well, our friend Michelle lives next door. I think she had some kind of degeneration in her eye or something she had just mentioned the other day. What did we do? We had to share the good news with her. There's something you need to check out. We just found out about it. It's amazing. People are having great testimonies. We love you. We care about you. You need to check it out, right? Let us know how we can help. And that's all we did over and over and over again. And what happens is the small things turned into what? Actually turned into qualifications for bonus pool. And let me tell you, that money adds up, folks. It adds up. And when you are able to share something with one person through the ITT, and you share it with one person and it's a positive, right? What you want to do is immediately do it again and do it again and do it again. And don't be afraid to ask that person once they order, say, hey, listen, do you know anyone else who could use this? Like, do you have any friends or family that could use this, right? The Icy Bright? I don't know anyone that can't, right? I really don't. And for that matter, I feel the same way about all of our products, right? Especially the Protandim line and the Axio. It's a no-brainer. Everybody needs it. And if you truly have the posture and you believe in that statement I just made, then you're going to do whatever it takes to go and reach those bonus pools, right? So if we understand the bonus pool, though, basically it's a minimum of 40 PV, right, that you have to get as from a customer, right? And you do that 5 times, and that will qualify you for the bonus pool. Now, if you don't understand it and you want to see the fine details and all that, go to your back office. It's everywhere. Okay. Trust me, we talk about it all the time. But like me, I wasn't interested at the time. Until I became interested, I didn't realize the enormity of what that means. It's not just about us putting your face on Facebook and saying, hey, you qualified. Great job. No. It will change the game and the trajectory and the momentum in your business. This taking a dip in the bonus pool, it's just like it seems. Just imagine jumping into a cold pool, right? It shocks you. Well, that's what it did for me. It shocked me into realizing, why haven't I been doing this the whole time? So I'm encouraging every one of you on the call and those that watch the recording. And if you have any team members, let them know, let's take a swim in the pool, right? This is where it's at. If Joe says, we jump in the pool, we'll create some momentum. Let's go try it, right? Prove me wrong, because once you qualify for that incentive, you're not going to want to miss it the next time. Trust me, I don't want to miss it anymore, and I want to qualify it as much as possible. So with that, it's 7:27. I don't want to run into Brandon's time. I want to thank everyone for being on this call. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sorry it's a little rushed, but again.
Oh, Joe, it was great.
Yeah.
I appreciate you so much. I love your excitement. I really do. And I have to thank you personally just for being you, servant leader. Y'all, I don't know if you know this, but after Hurricane Ida, he jumped in his truck, came here with Fred Graves, surprised us, and helped deliver all the gas, the food, the generators, the AC. So Joe, thank you for being who you are. And yeah, let us know about that goal because I want to celebrate in January with you. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So let's hit the bonus pool. I took some notes. Joe, I just want to run this by you real quick. Thank you for telling us to write those 3 names. Yeah, look, I took notes. Thank you for that because when you told me to do that and I wrote it, it actually gave me chills. It really did. So I am going to put that on a piece of paper where I see it every single day. Joe, thank you. Let's all jump on Brandon's overview with our guest. And Joe, I love you. Thanks again. Bye, y'all. Have a great night.
Bye, everybody. Thanks, Joe.
Thanks, Joe.
Bye.
Bye.